Jake Paul isn't a fucking boxer. This guy's a fucking YouTube kid.
But he's gonna bring
I went
75
up there
million
and I
people to
watched
watch.
him. He be working hard though, Dana.
Zab believes
Dana,
that he's a great fighter.
He be working hard. I watch him. I see him.
Right.
I see them put
Zab,
it together.
Zab, no bullshit.
I'm just saying. I
no,
seen him.
no,
I watch with
no
my eyes.
bullshit. You're hanging out with the kid, you know him. You're saying he can fight.
Yes.
So the kid that he's gonna fight is a wrestler, decorated wrestler, but he's actually fought real guys. He's been a world champion in other organizations in MMA.
It's gonna be an interesting test.
Yeah,
for
but
him,
it's different though, Dana. When you standing up and you know from wrestling and standing up and letting him hand fly. One thing I can't say about him, he got hands.
Yeah?
He got hands. I'm not joking. He got hands.
I'll bet $1 million
Oh, here we
that
go.
he loses this fucking fight.
Dana White.
Bet $1 million that he loses this fight.
Oh! Let's fucking go! That shit, baby, go crazy!
Now the Deutschmark getting dearer and McDonald's.
Hey, double it up!
I've got
Can I ask you about Italy and their favorite son Marvin Vettori? Why is he so upset? Can you get him to loosen up a little bit in the build up to the fight? I mean, he's just so mad all the time.
I got sent a load of stories the other day, and then he said a story something like, "I'm gonna make you beg for forgiveness" or something like that, and you to train 10 years and you wouldn't beat me. I'm just like, mate, listen, just shut the up, man. Just like, listen, we're gonna fight and we're gonna find out who's better. Like, all you're saying doesn't mean nothing, man. Like, loosen up, like, relax, chill. I know you train hard. I know you're tough. I know you're ugly. I know all these things. Just relax. We're gonna fight on April 10th, and you can beat me as much as you want then, mate. Listen, let's just get one thing straight, mate. I ain't asked about getting it. Like, I remember that time when I said I was scared about like fighting Gaston. That was just different fears. I wasn't scared about getting it. Never in my life have I spar with Tom Aspinall, you know, the heavyweight in the UFC. He's been my sparring partner for years, and I've let that man crack me with my guard down. Like, this ain't gonna be one of these things. Like, I don't like when people say stupid things like, I'm gonna make you beg for forgiveness. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean in the cage? Like, that, what are you trying to say, man? Like, be original. Stop talking so much. You're gonna beat me you can beat me ass on April 10th as much as you want. You know what I mean? I think this is the thing with Marvin. I think he just trains so hard and he wants it so bad and he does everything and he doesn't want to sort of get overlooked or anything. And I think he's still like upset, like when, like, I think he feels like he beat Izzy and he gets overlooked a bit. Prove it, man. Like, you proved it with Jack, prove it with me. Come and prove it, mate. Come and prove, like, I think he was talking about middleweights not wanting to fight him. I messaged like Ali Abdiz and I was like, I want to fight your guy. The same way I did with Gaslam. Like, I ain't scared of no man on this planet apart from Yo Romero. But he's gone to Bellator, the little Yo pants. Where you at, Yo Romero? Come on. Come and get this smoke.
Have you spoken to Conor since that fight?
Yeah, Conor and I have talked, yeah.
And what do you make of, you know, he's come out and said, no more Mr. Nice Guy. We didn't see the showmanship the way Conor usually is in a fight week. There wasn't fans as well, which makes a big difference for a Conor McGregor fight week. What do you make of that? Do you think that was a factor, that he was, you know, much more kind of level during the fight week?
No, I don't think that you know, there has to be trash talk or any of that stuff. I think that, you know, I don't know if this is true. I mean, only Conor can answer this question. I think Conor was overlooking Dustin and like, let me get through this so I can work on other things.
Yeah, I wasn't saying it thinking that it would take away what Dustin did, but I just meant that we saw a very different Conor, and I wonder if when they fight again, that will be switched up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
I don't know. I think that you know, Conor will take this fight way more serious than he took the last one.
What do you think it is about your division that the top level fighters seem to just kind of want to sit and wait for their opportunity to just pop back up? You know, Colby doesn't want to fight until it's Usman again. Masvidal doesn't want to fight until it's Usman again. It's like they feel they have a name value, so they just wait for that opportunity to sort of just show itself again. What is it like?
It's
Why?
just a division of divas, right? They think they deserve stuff, and when you don't, you just got beat for the title. I don't understand it. Like a whole bunch of like little sisters, and I'm the only one that's in the top 5 that's taking this kind of risk. You know, when Hamza come on the scene, all the top guys are, I ain't fighting him. I'm too high ranked. I'll be like, okay, I'll fight him. Yeah. Bilal Muhammad, number 13, I'll fight him. I'm showing these guys that I am willing to compete, and I believe I'm number 1. If I believe I'm number 1, it doesn't matter who's number 2 and 3. So you can slide one in, put one in, and it doesn't matter. And that's my mental state with the fight game. If you believe you're really number 1, what does it matter who's next and who's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Just give me a fight. If it makes sense in my career, then I'll do it.
By the way, I know you're involved in the fight and you may not, you know, be thinking of these things, but do you remember how you were scoring it in your mind? Like, if I ask you which rounds you think you won, do you think you won 4-1? Do you think you won 5-0? Do you remember what you were thinking or what was being said to you in between rounds?
My coach says that, yeah, it's good. You won the fight, it's okay. We keep going, do the same what we're gonna do. Just start, you know, wrestling more. And I feel that I won this fight, you know. I knew that I do a little bit more than Izzy does. I knew that he kicked a little bit more, but almost what he kicked me, that was on my block, you know. The guard. I think my boxing was a little bit better than his. Of course, my wrestling was much better than his. So after 5 rounds, I knew that I won this fight. I just, you know, was a little bit nervous because, you know, referees, sometimes they see different fights, you know? So I was a little bit nervous, but for me, you know, they watch the same fight what I.
Did you think the 5th round was a 10-8? I mean, it's a moot point. You won the fight
Maybe
fair and
not,
square.
Maybe not 10-8, maybe that was 10-9, something like this, but this don't change anything, you know?
Of course.
Because I just knew that I was not much better, but better in this fight.